Today on the program, difficult line in the sphere of serious construction, unusual approach to project implementation, creation of turnkey projects from idea to installation. What kind of person must the director of a construction company be? Out on the streets, we are faced with this every step, and we have got used to seeing everything around us, often ignoring the buildings that surround us. Only sometimes a very talented project forces us to stop and focus our attention on it. But the modern building, it is not just the beauty of architectural forms, not only the high technology and the complexity of the work, responsible and serious charges. Modern buildings are a kind of passion for creativity, which is close to the works of painters and sculptors. Few people know the name of our hero, but thousands of people all over Kazakhstan use the fruits of his labor every day. People work in his buildings, dine and visit them for a variety of everyday needs. Alexander Telitchenko is not just a builder. He creates special, specific and very complex objects, bank branches, cash settlement offices, office buildings and objects of public catering. We started our business in 1997. As usual, we began from scratch, small volume of work and not so big orders. Our company is Recovery Engineering Company. It includes all communication lines, engineering as well as drafting of received license, i.e., today we implement all projects from the beginning up to the end. It means any client can get everything beginning with the concept, design, project development documents, submitting them to state authorities if he needs, and also further implementation of the project till completion. Alexander belongs to the kind of businessmen who were among the first who started to develop the market of the country after independence and turned toward the market economy. Having no opportunity to receive a higher education, he started to work from the bottom.
После школы как-то так я решил сделать паузу по поводу дальнейшего обучения.
After school, I decided to take a break in education because the place where I wanted to study was impossible for me. That's why I got a higher education 5 years later, being sure that I could handle it. For about 3 to 4 months, I worked on a construction site. After that, by chance, I appeared in the exchange business. I was very lucky with my first and single boss. Me and one guy, my friend, he lives abroad now. My boss took us very young and literally made us from simple assistants to deputy directors within 5 years. He recognized perspective of the young men in us and gave us the opportunity to enter the exchange market.
Простых каких-то помощников брокерской компании, мы выросли за 5 лет до замдиректоров. Он увидел, наверное, в нас каких-то перспективных молодых людей, еще и с возможностью выхода на биржу.
At some point, the young and enterprising men have outgrown the level of employees, even highly paid ones. During this time, Alexander received a law degree and got huge experience in the sphere of trade.
Когда мы просто почувствовали уже, что набрали знаний для самостоятельной работы, работа на кого-то.
When we gained enough experience for independent projects, the work for someone was not charming absolutely. Especially taking into account our opportunities, good offices and other things that we had. I think in 1996 we established our first company with partners, 4 in equal shares. We worked on the market, we got leading positions in our international agro-industrial exchange. We used to give the notes somehow. Then I had an idea, it was the end of the 90s. It was not our first company that was connected with trade and some international contracts, but actually all dealt with the exchange market and delivery. So it was absolutely another way and another project. I would have family, children, and they would ask me how I earned money. Of course, I can answer out of thin air, but I can't. It was probably you speaking like this to leave something good behind you.
Можно сказать, что из воздуха, как бы, да, безусловно. Но захотелось, как бы, наверное, какое-то было просто такое, наверное, юношеское амбициозное движение, ну, скажем, не движение, даже как желание что-то после себя оставить.
So Alexander Telitchenko entered the construction business, and from the beginning he chose a difficult sector, specialized construction business. And the first object became a challenge for the young construction company. It required building from scratch a large restaurant with a strong concept, style, and characteristics. That time the construction market had little experience in such projects, but Alexander, with his resolute nature, took that project.
Наверное, был какой-то драйв тогда вот с высоты сегодняшних знаний, как бы, естественно, на сегодня.
We had strong drive. Of course, now, from our current construction's point of view, it is a very simple project. Simple enough and not difficult. If we had that project now, we would probably have not noticed it. But at that time, we had a big drive for that. We were happy of doing something new. There was expression of European-style remodeling. Much rush about it, but still it was simple construction with high quality of work, little design, good materials, and all this was European-style remodeling. But we were very excited and interested of what we were doing. Moreover, the object was big enough and also for public purpose. A restaurant. It required sanitary norms. It was quite new for me, but now we know everything about it.
То есть там тоже санитарные нормы, то есть для меня это тогда было новостью, для нашей команды тоже. Сейчас понятно, что это рутина.
Of course, the establishment of a construction company is a complex and time-consuming process. There are problems with professional staff, implementation and debugging processes, multi-complex equipment, and all of this takes time and considerable financial investment.
Все шло постепенно, полегоньку, набирали обороты, улучшали свою кадровую политику, отбирали специалистов.
Everything was gained step by step. We slowly got up to speed, improved personnel policy, selected specialists, and also our clients grew with us. I mean their requirements and orders. Today we have a big client base. Foreign companies, many players on the Kazakh market are serviced in our company. And everything regarding office buildings, factories and restaurants and so on, or some production facilities are made in our company. As well as the field of banking, national companies, and some significant Kazakh projects within Kazakhstan. It is quite a specific field of work with banks. There are many rules, considerations. Personnel who develop such projects must have a strong base of knowledge. You must consider all terms of the National Bank, safety standards. You need to take into account everything like safety vaults, depository, checkout areas, passive collectors, and so on. Very specific. It is very interesting. We implemented many projects in this field. We built many bank offices within Kazakhstan and many limited service branches and head offices. I will not say their names, but we worked in all regions of Kazakhstan.
Много, скажем, построили расчетно-кассовых отделений и центральных офисов, как бы, не буду называть, но в принципе работа была по всему Казахстану, по всем регионам.
Today, Alexander's company provides a full cycle of works from the idea to a fully functioning facility. This includes the engineering, design, architecture, engineering equipment of the facility, including ventilation and air conditioning, electricity, structured cabling systems, security and fire alarm systems, the development of the entire construction work algorithm based on the collection of all permits and the negotiation of documentation.
Офисы высокого класса мы там производим полностью под ключ, да, там оборудуя их там всем, что угодно, и датчиками, там, и считывателями, там.
We build top-level offices on a turnkey basis and provide them with everything: detectors, fingerprint, and eye-retina IR detectors. It is a closed chapter. Nothing new. Premium class offices are equipped, and everything is good, and everybody is happy. The same with hotels. We perfect management within the company. Personnel, we train them and enter some new markets. Today, as for designing, we are developing several projects in the banking field. One project for a private office for a foreign company, and the most significant project for us now is rebranding of Kazpost of Kazakhstan, led by a new boss. It is a big state structure. It is moving to quite a different level. They have very ambitious targets to the point of people's service. They're going to introduce new products, so now our project department is busy with that rebranding. We're supporting them in developing projects and totally changing the concept.
Цели и задачи, новый уровень обслуживания населения, новые продукты они вводят, и сейчас наше проектное бюро, проектный отдел занимается именно вот этим ребрендингом, помогаем, то есть в разработке проектов, в смене полностью самой концепции.
In difficult times when the domestic construction business experienced the crisis, many companies simply shut down or reshaped. Alexander also had a hard time. But a well-established model of business processes and a flexible approach to work enabled him to pass this test with dignity. When the crisis came in 2007, but many say it was 2008, in fact we felt it in November 2007 when our clients began to cut their budgets. Development of many clients stopped. Actually, they turned to the savings mode. The next year and a half was very difficult for us, but nevertheless the main personnel stayed with us in our team. If at first fail or problem you give up the business and start another one, sooner or later you will face the same problem there too, like economic or political crisis or something that connects with suppliers abroad. That's why there was nothing to do but to stay together and move forward in the same direction. Today, Alexander offers the customers a unique way of work, following the project implementation in real time. When a client can remotely watch and control the construction works and all the issues with the builders, engineers, and the customer makes sure online, it dramatically reduces construction time and makes the process transparent and controllable, and distinguishes it from competitors.
Я лично не очень люблю слово конкуренция, то есть я не считаю, что мы конкурируем с кем-то на рынке. Есть достаточно большое.
As for me, I don't like the word competition. I don't think that we compete with someone at the market. There are many companies that do what we do, move in one direction like us. They have same prices and social significance. Usually 2/3 of companies in this field are newcomers, and they take really important and big projects. But we have a question. Do they handle them? There are many companies who come and blow off very quickly.
По тем или иным причинам попадают в него, то есть берут какие-то существенные заказы, но опять же становится вопрос, выполнят ли они их и выполняют ли они их. То есть очень много компаний, которые заскакивают в этот сегмент и тут же сдуваются.
Recently, our hero's company has received recognition at the regional level, received a medal leader of the industry in the construction industry, which is awarded to the participants of the construction industry of Kazakhstan, Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, and Azerbaijan.
Для нас это было таким приятным сюрпризом.
It was a surprise for us. If I am not mistaken, it was 2 years ago or in 2014. We medaled the leader of the industry among 4 countries. It was very pleasant. Our company is one of the first in Almaty who gained such a medal.
Одна из первых, это наша компания была в Алмате, которая получила такую награду.
When people ask him about success and what he sees as a successful person, Alexander answers.
Есть такая, знаете, наверное, старая пословица.
There's one old proverb that says a successful person doesn't break the walls, he finds the door. It means you need not only rigidity, but also the right movement. It is about finding probably unusual solutions and compromises in order to achieve what you want.
Может быть, какие-то компромиссы, то есть для того, чтобы именно достигнуть цели.